The Straight Girl's Guide to Gay Sex. I'm not sure why, but it seems like straight women are more interested in gay sex than gay men are. I can't tell you how many straight women have asked me detailed questions about my intimate sex life. Now, I'm a fairly open person. It takes a lot to upset or offend me, but sometimes even I have been shocked at how brazen these women are in their questioning. So in an effort to clear up some confusion and hopefully put a damper on the number of inquiries I receive regarding my sexual practices, I've decided to answer 5 of the most common questions I've been asked about gay sex by straight women. Question number 1.
Is it true that you lick each other's bungholes?
That's a rather blunt way of putting it. The scientific term for orally stimulating another person's anus is analingus. The slang term is rim job. Now, I know what you're thinking. It sounds like something having to do with car tires. And you're right, it does. I'm not sure where the term originates from. All I know is that that's what it's called. And yes, some gay couples enjoy performing rim jobs on one another, just as some straight couples, and even some lesbian couples, enjoy performing rim jobs on one another. Contrary to popular belief, rim jobs are not exclusively a gay activity. Question number 2.
How do you get your butt clean?
Let's turn the question back around. How do you get your butt clean? Usually soap and water does the trick. But if you're really concerned, there are these things called enemas. An enema is sort of like a butt douche. It's a quick and easy way to get clean, and you can buy them, usually 2 to a pack, at your local drugstore for less than $5. Just be sure that if you decide to try an enema, you stay close to the toilet. The first time can be a bit of a shocker. Question number 3.
How do you decide who's the top and who's the bottom?
I can tell you how we don't decide. We don't light a fire, crack open a bottle of wine, sit down on the living room sofa, and talk about it beforehand. So, honey, which role would you like to play tonight? The top or the bottom?
Oh, gosh, good question. I don't know. Which role would you like to play tonight, darling? The top or the bottom?
Oh, my, what a predicament. Who will be the top and who will be the bottom? We just can't seem to decide. Generally speaking, gay men have a position they prefer, which they naturally gravitate towards during sex. So, say things are getting hot and heavy. Foreplay is well underway and it's almost time for intercourse. The top will then go for the condom. Meanwhile, the bottom will go for the lube. And surprisingly, it usually works itself out on its own. Of course, there are some gay men who prefer being both on top and on bottom. The term for this is versatile. When a man is versatile, he and his partner will often take turns topping and bottoming for one another. This is quite common in gay sex. So, you see, it's really very simple. No decision required. Question number 4.
Is it true that all gay men are sluts?
Hardly. I know plenty of gay men who can count the number of sexual partners they've had on one hand. It's my theory that gay people aren't any sluttier than straight people. They're just more vocal about their sexual escapades. It's no secret that men like talking about sex. It's also no secret that, in general, people tend to exaggerate about how much sex they're having. So when you stick a bunch of gay men in a room together, it makes sense for sex to be the first topic of conversation. But that doesn't mean they're going to sneak off to the bathroom, strip down, and start going at it with one another. And chances are the guy who brags about all the sex he's been having lately hasn't gotten laid in a while. Question number 5.
What about poop?
What about poop? There seems to be this belief among people that anal sex causes involuntary pooping, as if the butt is some sort of floodgate, and as soon as something penetrates it, it opens up and all hell breaks loose on the bed sheets. Mark my words, this has never happened to me, or anyone I've ever met. Or if it has, they've never said anything, which makes sense because that would be really embarrassing. Which is not to say poop isn't a concern. That's why most gay men shower before having sex. And no, not immediately before having sex. It's not like we hit the pause button during foreplay to go bathe ourselves. But if it's a Saturday and we have a date planned for later in the evening, we'll take a shower beforehand. I guess you could call this planning ahead. Gay sex requires some degree of planning ahead. So there you have it, folks. The fact of the matter is, gay sex really isn't all that different from straight sex, except that both parties are of the same gender. I hope that in taking the time to answer these 5 questions, I've helped to alleviate some of the confusion surrounding guy-on-guy intercourse. Now, I suppose I should conclude this tutorial with a PSA about the importance of practicing safe sex. Be smart, play safe. Sex can have unwanted consequences. I'm talking mainly STDs and stalkers. You can eliminate the threat of contracting an STD by simply wearing a condom. That's easy. Eliminating a stalker, on the other hand, can be a little more difficult.